Everyone, it's Mrs. Miller. I'm here to teach your lesson today. Just want to do a quick show of hands and see how you're feeling today. Who is in the blue zone? So you're tired, you're bored, you're sad. Okay. And who's in the green zone? You're happy, you're calm, you're ready to learn. And then who's in the yellow zone? Maybe you're scared, you're nervous, or maybe a little excited, you have a little bit of energy. And who's in the red zone? Okay. There's no such thing as a bad or good zone. All zones are okay. Green is the most comfortable. The other zones don't feel comfortable. So when you get in those uncomfortable zones, you can use a tool to help yourself feel better. Taking deep breaths, going for a walk, asking yourself what size problem this is. Those are tools that you can use to help yourself feel better. Well, I'm really excited because I have a story today called The Little Snowplow. Does anyone know what a snowplow does? Yes, it pushes the snow off the road so you can drive. It has a very important job. So we're going to read and learn about the little snowplow today. I'll make sure you guys can see. On the Mighty Mountain Road Crew, the trucks came in one size, big. That is, until a new snowplow joined the crew. "You're such a little snowplow," the big truck said. "Leave the heavy lifting to us." And off they roared. Is that kind, what they said? It's not kind. And I want you to notice what the little snowplow does. In life, you might have people say things that are unkind to you, and you don't have to do and say things back. It makes you feel sad or makes you feel angry, but you want to learn how to control those emotions. So let's see how he handles that. All spring, the little snowplow cleared streams, while the big trucks bulldozed mudslides. In summer, he cleaned up after parades, while the big trucks built roads. In fall, he pushed leaves into a pile, while the big trucks mounted mountains of salt and sand. So what do you think? Are these little jobs or big jobs they're giving him? Yeah, they're giving him the easier jobs. Why do you think that is? It's because he's little, so they think, you're little, you can't handle the hard jobs. And is that true? No, you can't look at someone and think you know what they're like, what they like, or what they're gonna be strong at. As fall turned into winter, the little snowplow began training. He made his light go round and round, and he blew his horn. Beep, beep. He drove forward and back, and he raised and lowered his plow 10 times fast. Everything was in working order. He could hardly wait for the snow. "Ha!" said the dump truck. "You've never even seen snow." The little snowplow ignored him. He knew what snow was. "Why, I remember when the snow was up to the eaves," said the cement mixer. "Yeah, we had a strong snowplow then." "Too bad she retired. I heard she moved to a beach in Florida," said the utility truck. "Hope it doesn't snow like that this winter," said the dump truck. "It would be too much for a little snowplow, and we would have to help." The little snowplow turned his bumper on the trucks. The little snowplow, did he call him names? Nope. Did he scream and cry and yell, "You're not being kind"? Nope. He calmly just ignored them, and then he turned and walked away. So those are things, if you have a brother or sister calling you names, or someone at school is, you can try to ignore them, and then you can walk away. But that night, he raised and lowered his plow 10 times extra. And the next day, he added more exercises and pushed loads of gravel and blocks of concrete just in case. So he was going to be ready. He could have went home and cried, but he said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to show them." So when someone said he couldn't do it, he worked even harder. I want you to think about that. Are you like that, or do you kind of just give up? One morning, Will the road crew foreman burst in before dawn. "It's a real blizzard out there," the dump truck snorted. "Looks like she's already more than a little snowplow can handle." Beep, beep, vroom, vroom. The drifts looked soft and fun to the little snowplow. "Let's go in." And they drove out into the storm. The little snowplow cleared the streets of Mighty Mountain, but it kept snowing. So they plowed the streets of Mighty Mountain again, and it snowed harder, and the wind began to howl. So some people at this point would be like, "Oh, I'm going to quit. I already did it once. I did it twice." But he just keeps going, keeps working hard. Once more, the little snowplow started to clear the streets. Deep drifts swirled around his treads, and icy gusts blew against his windshield. Snow piled up higher than he could have raised his plow. He wondered if he should have done more plow lift. Did he ever wonder, ooh, this is too hard, I'm going to quit? Nope, never thought that. He just thought, I should have worked a little harder because this is pretty tough. And so when things get hard, we just have to put more hard work into it. We might have to take a break. That's okay. But then we need to come back at it. So if your head is feeling too much and you're just like, this is too hard, just take a little break. Take a deep breath, put it down, go get a drink of water, and try again. This one's too big for anyone to handle on their own, and he called for backup. I knew that plow would need help, the dump truck grumbled as he drove out. The little snowplow wiped his windshield and kept plowing. Silver Fork, Stampede Ave, Main Street. That's when he heard a rumbling, and he saw the dump truck drive by. And then the little snowplow heard a thundering, and he turned the corner of Main and Ridge, and whoosh! An avalanche swept down the mountain. So an avalanche is basically when there's a mountain and there's lots and lots of snow piles up really high. And then if there's any kind of moving at the bottom of the mountain or a loud noise, it can make all that snow fall down. And it's a lot of snow. Like it can cover cars, it can cover, depending on how much snow, it can cover, buildings if it's a lot. And there's things that people do to make sure avalanches don't go off. So it's their job to get rid of the avalanche. But now the avalanche buried the dump truck, the one that made fun of him. Beep, beep, and the snowplow beeped his horn and cried out. He's buried, Will said. No time to lose. But it's going to take hours for that big truck to move that boulder. The little snowplow drove forward, and he backed up, and he repositioned, and he edged forward and squeezed past the boulder. Way to go, Half Pint. Big truck couldn't have gotten through. See, it's a good thing he was little. He was able to squeeze past that boulder. The little snowplow plunged his plow into the avalanche debris, and he dug, and the little engine shuddered, and his exhaust sputtered, and the needle on his gas gauge dropped. So you can tell he's working really hard, and he's exhausted, he's tired, and he's shaking because it's such hard work, but he's not quitting. There he is! And the snowplow dug faster. Creak, crack! More snow crashed behind him. Hurry! Shovels of snow flew in all directions. Will raced to attach a cable between the trucks, and the little snowplow drove forward, tugging, and the dump truck revved his engine, and the wheels spun. The little snowplow braced himself and pulled, just as he had practiced. The dump truck's wheels gained traction, and the little snowplow gave a mighty tug and pulled the dump truck free. So with hard work, even though he was small, even though this was a really big storm and everyone said there's no way the little snowplow can handle it, not only was he clearing the streets, he just rescued the dump truck. Woohoo! Will cheered. The dump truck shook the snow from his truck bed. I didn't know a snowplow so little could be so strong. Beep, beep. The little snowplow blew his horn. Together, the two trucks worked to clear the boulder. When they finally got back to the garage, all the other trucks honked and beeped and blinked. Great job, they shouted. The little snowplow head's light sagged. His plow dragged. His gas tank was nearly empty. But before turning in for the night, he made the light go round and round, and he blew his horn. Beep, beep. He drove forward and back and raised and lowered his plow 10 times slow. Everything was in working order. He could hardly wait for sleep. The end. So at the beginning of the story, it talked about how he could hardly wait for snow. He was ready for it. But at the end, he couldn't wait for sleep. So that was another clue that told us he was really tired. But did he ever quit? He was tired. He was shaking. And even at the end of the story, after all that hard work, when he got home, did he go to sleep right away? No. He still did his exercises. So I want you to think, what did those exercises do for him? They made him stronger. He was a little plow, but he worked hard. And you're the same way. Your brain is like a muscle. We work hard to make our muscles big. Your brain is the same way. And the more you work harder, the more your brain gets smarter. And when it gets hard, you just got to keep trying, just like the snowplow. We can't quit. We can take breaks because we feel like we're overwhelmed and flip our lid. That's okay, but we can't quit. And what do you think would happen if the little snowplow thought, oh, this is a lot of snow. I don't know if I can do it. I'm a little snowplow. Do you think he could have done it? No, he could do it because he believed in himself and he knew, I can do this. And you need to do the same thing. When something's hard, don't think, oh, I can't do this. Math is really hard. You think, math is hard, but I can. And it might take me a couple tries or a lot of tries, but that's okay. But you're learning. So I want you to think about something at the beginning for you that was maybe hard. Maybe riding your bike was hard at the beginning. But now you can do it. So I want you to think this year about hopes and dreams in 2021. So a hope and dream is kind of like a goal. So his hope and dream was what? His hope and dream was he wanted to be able to plow the roads. Did he do it? Yes. And then he actually rescued a friend too. So what do you want for yourself this year in 2021? Do you want to get better at reading? Your teacher's hope and dream is that you are all reading on a yellow dot sticker. That's what they want for you. And guess what? How did he plow the roads? He practiced. You got to practice too. Maybe some of your hopes and dreams are in sports. So I want you to think about, what is your hope and dream this year? What do you want to be better at? Because when we think about that, we're going to work harder and we're going to try harder. So think about, what do I want? Do I want to do better in soccer? Do I want to do better at math, writing? In just a minute, you're going to be doing an activity with that. All right. So before we get to our activity, we're going to all do a quick practice exercise, just like he did. So let me get ready. So the first thing he did when he was practicing is he turned around. So we're going to turn around 3 times, like spin our light. You ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Then beep your horn. Beep, beep. Then you're going to jump forward, jump back, and you're going to raise and lower your plow 10 times fast. Go. 1, and I'm bending down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's do it again. Spin it around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're going to beep your horn. Beep, beep. Raise and lower. Jump forward and jump back and raise and lower 10 times. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. So remember, you might be like, oh, Mrs. Miller, I'm tired. That's okay. Just keep going, just like he did. Tell yourself, I'm almost there. I can do this. Those things you say in your brain can either help you or hurt you. What do I mean by hurt? If you say, oh, I'm so tired, can't do it anymore, that's going to slow you down. But if you say, I'm tired, but I got this, it's going to make you keep going. So remember those thoughts in your head. And when things get hard, it's okay to ask for help. He helped the dump truck, right? And then at the end, together, they worked together to clear that boulder. So it's okay to ask for help. But just keep trying no matter how hard it gets. And think about that little snowplow when you're about to quit or you're tired. Just be like, I can do it. He did it. I can do it. Keep going. Well, check out Seesaw. I have a couple fun activities for you on there. And it's good to see you all. Have a great day. Bye.